coming up on this week's Falcon Fever.
The men's basketball team wraps up the regular season with a win over Young Harris and is now looking ahead to the PBC tournament this weekend.
And we have a one-on-one interview with basketball standout Teran Brown after he was named the PBC Player of the Year.
Also, find out how the baseball team did in a 3-game series last weekend against Young Harris.
And last but definitely not least, we have an in-depth look at how UM is preparing for its inaugural softball season. And we have a one-on-one interview with head coach Lindsey Vanover. Falcon Fever starts now. Hello and welcome to Falcon Fever. I'm Sloan Gibby.
And I'm Amos Hollandhead. Thanks so much for joining us.
It's good to have you at the anchor desk, Amos.
Oh man, I'm usually working in the back, but I'm good to be right here in the front, and you know, it's a good position to be in.
You've mastered everything back there. I'm sure this will be a breeze for you.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
It's a big week for the men's basketball team as they're preparing to play in this weekend's PBC tournament. And just days before heading to Columbus, Georgia for the tournament, one of the basketball team's biggest stars received a major honor. Montevallo guard Teran Brown was named the Falcons' first Peach Belt Conference Player of the Year Tuesday. Brown put up 441 points and 175 assists this season. He also netted the conference's lone triple-double this season. In addition to the Player of the Year honors, Brown was also named first team All-Peach Belt Conference, topping off an amazing season. Falcon Weekly's Marcus Sanders caught up with Brown before practice Wednesday to talk about his award.
Teran, how did you react when you won the PBC award?
I reacted normal. I mean, I knew I was in the running for it, so I thought I had a good chance of winning it. So I was pretty happy when I heard, though.
Yeah, that's good. With all the competition coming up, how does it feel to be singled out as the player in the PBC with such great competition in the conference?
I mean, it's good. It's good to be singled out, but I mean, I'm a team player, so I really want to accomplish more than just individual awards.
All right, the PBC tournament is coming up on Friday. Our first round opponent is Francis Marion. What do the team needs to do to bring home the win?
I mean, just stick together, man, and stay focused and execute on both ends of the floor.
What's the Falcons' overall goal for this tournament?
I mean, pretty much is to win the whole thing and bring it back to Montevallo.
All right. Tune in Friday at 1 for the Falcons as they take on Francis Marion. Again, I'm reporting. I'm Marcus Sanders, along with Peach Belt Conference Player of the Year, Teran Brown.
The Falcons wrapped up their regular season last Saturday on the road with a 74-66 win over the Young Harris Mountain Lions. Shaquem Jackson scored 15 points during the game, including 3 three-pointers. Jackson's stellar performance behind the arc earned him the best three-point shooting percentage in the PBC this season. Next up, the Western Division champion Falcons will begin their quest to the Peach Belt Conference title Friday when they take on the Francis Marion Patriots. Tip-off for the game is scheduled at 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 Central. Falcon Fever is sending a crew to cover UM's run at the title. Be sure to check out our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages for updates from Columbus starting Friday.
Switching gears to women's basketball, the women also faced off against PBC powerhouse Young Harris last Saturday to wrap up their season. The Mountain Lions managed to stay one step ahead of the Falcons, taking the win 64-50. However, one bright spot in Saturday's game was junior Taylor Beverly breaking UM's career scoring record with an impressive total of 1,353 points. Following up her phenomenal performance against Young Harris, Beverly was named first team All-Peach Belt Conference. She finished second in the conference with an average of 11.8 points per game and was ranked number 11 at a national level in the NCAA Division II. She led the conference with 17 double-doubles and was one of the only 4 players to make a triple-double in the NCAA Division II. Way to go, Taylor. Well, it's that time of the show again.
That's right. Falcon Fever correspondent Chloe Allen joins us here in the studio to spotlight this week's featured Falcon.
How you doing, guys?
Good.
Doing good.
Well, as you would have it, Taylor Beverly is our featured Falcon this week. It's been a busy season for the junior forward from Brandon, Mississippi. Not only was she named the first team All-Peach Belt Conference selection for the second time, she is also the only player in program history to earn postseason all-conference honors, and to top it all off, she's Montevallo's all-time high scorer in Division II history. I had the chance to sit down and talk to Taylor about all her achievements.
So Taylor, tell me, how does it feel to be named an All-Peach Belt Conference selection for the second time?
I'm excited. I can say I'm blessed. I've worked hard for it, so I think I deserved it a little bit.
Definitely. And you have put up a lot of points this season. How much is that?
That means a lot. I couldn't do it without my teammates and just working hard every day and being able to put the ball in the hoop.
That's right. And you're also the top scorer in Montevallo history. Now, give me your thoughts on that.
That's amazing. I never thought I would be able to beat that or whatever. But I'm proud I did it, and I don't know.
Any person coming up into this program, any advice, what would you give them?
Just to work hard. You can do anything when you just work hard and give it your all.
That's right. And is there anyone you would like to say hello back to at home in Brandon, Mississippi?
All my family.
Congratulations again to Taylor Beverly. If you would like to nominate a UM athlete to be our featured Falcon, be sure to let us know on our Facebook page.
Switching gears to track and field, the women's team laced up their running shoes for the Cougar Invitational March 1st.
The Falcons finished in second place at the meet held at Columbus State. Freshman Cheyenne Thompson claimed the individual championship in the 3,000-meter run with a time of 10:43.33. The Falcons racked up a total of 86 points in the meet. The team's next meet is scheduled close to home. The Falcons will next compete at the Birmingham Southern Invitational on March 14th and 15th. Let's head out to the links and catch up with men's golf. The University of Montevallo men's golf team carded a three-round score of 958 and despite tough playing conditions finished in 14th place at the Samford University Intercollegiate Tournament on March 4th at Hoover Country Club. The Falcons saved the best for last and in the final round posted a 15 over par 303 and outplayed several NCAA Division I teams in the 16-team field. Freshman Davis Bowyer and junior Nick Davis led the Falcons after posting identical rounds or 2 over par 74 in the final round. Bowyer finished in a tie for 32nd overall in individual standings, while Davis finished in a tie for 41st. Sophomore Dalton Skinner carded a 3 over par 75 in the final round and finished for 53rd in individual standings. The Falcons are back in action March 24th and 25th in the Bearcat Golf Classic hosted by Lander University in Greenwood, South Carolina. Good luck, Falcons.
Now it's time to take an in-depth look at Montevallo's newest sport, softball. We are 331 days away from Montevallo's softball team's opening day, and we are excited.
Devin Cooley joins us now to preview UM's preparations for its inaugural softball season. Hi, Devin.
Hey guys, thanks for having me here. The athletics department is gearing up to make sure UM's softball team gets a great start to its next season. With head coach Lindsay Vanover in charge, UM's athletic director Jim Hurley says that our school will have a strong team in place by the time that the first pitch is thrown. The University of Montevallo welcomes a new sport to the flock. Softball will be the newest addition to the Montevallo Athletics Department. Montevallo has had great success in recent years, winning Peace Belt championships in multiple sports. A focus on university growth led Montevallo to the opportunity to choose another sport. After choosing softball, the next step was to hire a head coach. Starting a program from the ground up requires a determined head coach, and after some searching, Montevallo landed a great hire. Lindsay Vanover joined the Falcons in November of 2013. And immediately began starting to build the team. Vanover played Division I collegiate softball at the University of Houston and later moved on to become the assistant coach and director of recruiting at Division I Dartmouth College in 2011. Athletic director Jim Hurley says that the school is very proud to have hired Coach Vanover.
We were really impressed with Coach Vanover in a couple areas. Number one, she's got an unbelievable reputation for being a great instructor, a great teacher. She's been a high school teacher and a coach. She's been a Division I player. She's been a Division I coach. She's recruited at a high academic institution in Dartmouth College, which competes in Division I in the Ivy Leagues. So she had a wonderful background there and had a great reputation of just being somebody that was very engaging with students.
After helping lead Dartmouth to a total of 57 wins, Vanover took the leap to Montevallo to have the chance of building a program from the ground up. Coach Vanover says that recruiting for a brand new program is different than recruiting for a current team, but that it has been a great experience.
It's a tough process. I mean, you got to do a lot of hit the ground running recruiting. I have kids in every week flying across the country coming here, but it's been a cool opportunity to get to show kids what University of Montevallo is about, what the city's about. The people here have been amazing. Professors stop what they're doing to talk to kids.
Montevallo currently has 16 players expected to play, with more bound to sign come National Signing Day later this year. The team will begin training soon after and play a short fall season before the inaugural season in the spring of 2015. The Falcons will play their home games at a brand new facility to be built at Orr Park. Cool. The facility is expected to cost between $650,000 to $700,000 and is part of the university's plan to grow its borders. For Falcon Weekly, I'm Devin Cooley. I know Coach Vanover is really excited about the next season, and it was great to be able to talk with her this week. And going to the games is going to be a lot of fun as soon as they start.
I know I had a lot of friends that were really excited that we were getting a program, and they couldn't wait to try out. And I know a couple that are really interested in doing it, and they were able to try out in over the winter break. So.
Yeah, I can't wait till softball reaches Montevallo. It's sure to be a good sport.
Well, I had a chance to meet with Coach Vanover. She is one of the newest members of UM's athletics, and we wanted to find out more about her. She stopped by our studio earlier this week to talk about what it's like starting a program from scratch. Let's take a look. I'm here with Coach Vanover, the new softball coach for Montevallo, and could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I am brand new to Montevallo. I'm a Texas native. I grew up in a small town in East Texas, and then I played softball at the University of Houston, and then moved to be a high school head coach for 4 years, and then I took a venture out to the East Coast and worked at Dartmouth College in the Ivy League. I was the assistant coach there, and now I have landed back in the South at Montevallo. So,
well, we're glad to have you. What has been your favorite experience as a coach?
You know, I think being the first is a neat experience being here at Montevallo, but I think when people ask me why am I most excited to work here, the exciting part is it's almost graduation time, and the senior class has been told no a lot. No, you're not a great fit for us, or no, it's too late in the process, or no, it's not you, it's us. And I'm the coach getting to come in and say, yes, we want you here, you're good enough, we like you, you'd be a great fit for the program, and yes, you get to play softball for the next 4 years of your life. And that to me has been the changing moment in my career, that I'm getting to reward and give those kids an opportunity that weren't going to get one originally. So I think that's been the most momentous occasion in my coaching career so far.
That's awesome that you get to meet a lot of different people and that you are the one that get to say yes. I bet that feels good. What are some things that have worked in your past coaching experiences that you'd like to bring to Montevallo?
That's a great question. I've been a player, I've been a starter, I've sat the bench, I've been the middle person. So I think I have a lot of experiences that I can relate to my athletes with. Being a head coach, being an assistant, like I said, being the starter, being the non-starter. So just a lot of relatable experiences. And then I just have a passion for the game and for students learning. So I think there's more to my life than just softball. It's more about teaching and learning and getting to be better people. So all of those things I like to bring to my coaching.
Right. And as the head coach of Montevallo's first softball team, you get to lay the foundation for what the program will be. What are your ideas and visions that you hope to see the program become?
I definitely think that this is an area where softball hasn't been tapped into a ton. Obviously, we have our big Division I programs around the state of Alabama, so I think it's neat to have the option to bring kids into another competition level at the Division II level, and then just to be a top contender. In the Peach Belt, we have a very tough conference, and bringing kids in that are high caliber athletes that didn't get to go to the Auburns, the Alabamas, the UABs, but are still getting to play here. I definitely think that we'll be a program that's known very quickly And expectations, I want to win. I want to be very competitive, but I just want to bring a lot of community involvement to the campus and to the town and just get people in and more excited about softball and about women's athletics.
And you said earlier you already have a couple of signees. Can you tell us a little bit about them and how you're moving forward into the new softball program?
That's a great question. So it's still kind of hidden answers right now, but we actually have 18 official commits, and then April 16th is actually the National Letter of Intent signing day. So that's coming up in the near future. So at that point, we'll get to announce who they are, where they're from, a little bit about them, some roles I think that they'll play on the team. So I'm excited to finally divulge that information. But the class is wrapping up very nicely, and we're beginning to, kind of close down on this first inaugural class. We will have a combination of some junior college transfers along with high school students. So I'm excited and more excited to tell everybody who it is coming. So.
Well, we're proud to have you here, and thank you for coming and interviewing with us today. And we can't wait to see the big things that you'll do for Montevallo softball team.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
Well, as we said, we're very excited to welcome softball to Montevallo and can't wait for the games to start next year. Good luck, Coach Vanover. We're looking forward to the cheering on the Falcons.
Batter up! It's time to step to the home plate for the latest baseball news. Last weekend, Young Harris came to town for a 3-game series against the Falcons. Freshman Dame Hutchian drove in junior Zach Willoughby with a sacrifice fly in the bottom of the 9th to lift the Falcons to a 5-4 walk-off win. In Game 2 later that day, the Falcons gained another win over the Mountain Lions 13-6. The Falcons went into Game 3 with the next day hoping to sweep the series, but Young Harris took Game 3 with a final of 12-6. The Falcons were back in action Wednesday, taking on UAH at home. The Falcons started out hot, taking a 4-0 lead in the bottom of the second, and never looked back. Freshman Dustin Coward carried a no-hitter into the 7th inning, but was broken up by the Chargers' Chris Brown. The final score was 5-2. The Falcons' 5-2 victory gave the team its 15th consecutive win over in-state games dating back to the beginning of the 2013 season. Up next for the Falcons is a game series at Flagler University. The series opens with a doubleheader March 8th. First pitch is set for 12 noon. The Falcons will wrap up the series March 9th at 11 a.m. Now it's time for our Falcon Fever Fan of the Week.
This week's fan is Jason Cooper. Jason is a UM baseball fan and is also our friend on Facebook. Thank you, Jason, for all of your support.
Remember, Falcon Fever is available at your fingertips 24/7.
To see current and past episodes of Falcon Fever, including extended interviews with players and coaches, just go to YouTube and subscribe for Montevallo For You channel.
And you can connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to see pictures from UN athletics events and behind the scenes of our show. We also post score updates and recaps throughout the week, so be sure to check out all our social media pages.
And last but not least, you can get extended UM sports coverage on MontevallowFalcons.com. There you'll find schedules, team rosters, live stats, and more.
Well, that's all the time we have for this week's show.
Thanks so much for joining us, and be sure to tune in again next week.